Hello, everybody, and welcome to not SWC. Welcome to Legend Tournament 30. We are here. I am not Evan, but I am stoic. But of course, we're not here doing it alone. I have my good friend Childish with us tonight.
How's it going, my man? It's a pleasure to be here. It's been a hot minute since we've done this, about 7 years of going. Like I said before on a rehearsal, what better way than to jump into it than to do it with the GOAT himself? My man, Stoic. It's a pleasure to be here.
I appreciate that. I mean, we're talking way back to Mobile Masters watching Childish cast here. So, we're talking about the GOAT. The GOAT's sitting here right with me, dating all the way back to Mobile Masters. So super excited to be able to cast with him. And we're here doing the Legend Tournament. So like I said, this is Legend Tournament number 30. I can't believe it's been 30 seasons of all of this madness that we've all been dealing with. And this season's been a wild trip for a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of changes when it comes to the meta. We have seen quite a handful of new units come in the mix here. I've seen a lot of people take a couple of things from Season 29. I've seen a couple of people do some new things out there. So we're going to see what these four amazing players are going to be doing here in this next couple of matches. We'll have to see who's going to be going up here soon.
Yep, definitely. We're going to figure out those players, four players that had locked in there. I believe we have Killian Ba returning, Killian Ba being Season 29 champion, looking to return to get another consecutive victory here. And, there's the proof right there. World Arena has ended. So whatever you guys finished, those last matches, it's done. It's dusted. We're moving on to the Legend Tournament, which is what we're going to be getting into shortly. And we're going to figure out who will be getting that Legend Tournament, whether it's a consecutive win for Killian Ba or those other three challengers. I do believe Taz was able to lock in one of those spots. We'll figure out who those people are in just a minute here. So your top four players, like we said, rank 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be the four players that we're going to be looking at today. The rules are it's SWC mode, and Evan loves to call it the Face Your Fears mode, where you got to ban out one of those units. We've seen the same play style in SWC. We have a best of 3, then going into a best of 5 for the final. And of course, there's rewards, Childish.
Oh my goodness. Look at these rewards right now. We have the Ancient Civilization Flottage. We got the Blazing Sun Shotgun. And then, of course, one of my favorite skins of all time, without question, the Beatmaker Sky Surfer. You and I both took a look at this one about 30 minutes ago, and the animations were absolutely amazing.
Absolutely stellar animations indeed. I really, really look forward to picking up one finally for my Jackson. It is so well deserved.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to get one. I'm still C1, C2, so yeah, sad days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice that they do revisit some of these. So later in the season, you can purchase these with your RTA points. I don't know when that season might pop up when we have the Sky Surfers in that area. But I know next season we'll have, one or two new, not new, but repeat Guardian Transmogs coming back in there for next season. So look forward to that. And it's nice to know that even though you didn't get a Guardians finish or a P3 finish to get one of those skins, that later on it will be achievable. So it's kind of nice. Nice little change that Comp just added to RTA. We will be getting into these matches shortly. We will be figuring out who these players are today, but we know it's Killian Ba and we know it's definitely Taz. Do you have any thoughts on these two players?
Well, I want to drop my thoughts here on Sphinx. Sphinx looks like he's going to be the one that kind of locked in that one of the spots here, throwing up a couple of fun units. Of course, a lot of mini use the Water Twins. We got Gianna, of course, Felajol getting a lot of love this season, and the Light Igor himself. What do you think about Sphinx so far as what you see right now in his monsters?
We see 3 monster units here, and that's that Julianne Light Vampire, that's the Light Ivor or Berghild, and Gianna. Absolutely insane LD Nat 5s that have carried many, many people to higher ranks and to greener grass, you know what I mean? And that unit's going to transition over where we get to see Gianna under Pooh this time. Now, Pooh was in Season 29, and he had to go up against Killian Ba, so it looks like Pooh's going to be coming back with revenge, and we'll see what he's got in store for us, because he should be more than likely changing things up there to get a better advantage over Killian Ba this time around here. But we know that Gianna's super, super good. And he's not a newcomer, but he's in Season 30, where he was not in here in Season 29. But Taz is looking to return here, Childish.
Yeah, definitely. Taz, a former world champion here, bringing in the mix. I love this Sonya. I've been having an absolute blast utilizing her. Of course, we got Julian, and it's going to be doing a wide variety of damage. And of course, one of the meta units out there, the cigar. I mean, who can't get enough of it? The strip, the reset, that provokes. That's just a complete lockdown. It's a fun unit to play around with.
Yep, so many people still drafting Chandra, Vela, and Sagar. You know, it was there in season 29. It's still here in season 30. Who knows if it's going to still be here when we get into season 31, but they're very, very good units. It's an excellent team. It's an excellent draft. And of course, we have our rank 1 player right now. It's Killian Ba. Killian Ba being an absolute monster. He has just so many Legend Tournament championships under his belt here. He might be the player with the most Legend Tournament finishes. I know he's going up against Dog Guy, who we did see before. Dog Guy has quite a few Legend finishes here. So I don't know if Killian Ba has more or the same, or if Dog Guy still has more. We'll find out, because maybe this might be that make or break if Killian Ba does manage to get another victory here.
Yep. If you guys are one of those people out there that haven't had a chance to check out the Legend Tournament and seen Killian Ba do work, he is going to bring some of the most aggressive game style, play style that you have seen in a hot minute. I remember season 29 like it was yesterday. I feel like the matches went over in like 2 seconds.
We had some very quick best of threes in season 29. And our first best of 3 we're going to be visiting here is Killian Ba and Sphinx. This is it's always interesting when we get to see Killian Ba perform. And we get to see him go against Sphinx, and Sphinx was not there for season 29. Like we said, I'm very sure we've seen Sphinx in Legend tournaments before, but it's definitely been a minute since we've seen him.
And that's good too, because again, that gives people an opportunity or actually gives him an opportunity to kind of stay under the radar and not be able to do what, he maybe generally does. Killian Ba, we've seen quite a bit. We kind of know his play style. We know what he is capable of. So, his play style's out there. Let's see if Sphinx kind of mix it up and bring something we haven't seen before.
Yep, definitely. And Evan and I, we talk about this all the time, about having footage on the players. So it's like, you can go back and you can rewatch so many matches with Killian Ba, and I'm sure they've played each other on the ladder leading up to this point for sure. But like, you definitely know how Killian Ba likes to pre-ban the things he doesn't want to have to play up against, and the way that he likes to transition after playing one match and when he goes into like a second match there. So we know Killian Ba for not liking the 33 speed leads, pre-banning those out there, whether it's Oliver, Vanessa of some sort, or even pre-banning out a Hagang, which can really disrupt your team.
Man, I'm glad that you actually had a chance to do it, because back in my day, people, did their matches, got rid of them, and we weren't able to watch them. But it looks like we'll have to take a little set break here. We got our first match already, Killian Ba versus Sphinx. Match 1, set 1. It's time to get it done.
Yep, here comes those pre-bans. There's that 24 speed lead. We said it, Killian Ba, he likes to ban out those speed leads, but he is banning out only a 24 this time, and it's going to be the Water Twin Angels. Sphinx banning out the Sonya. We know Killian Ba to draft these high volatility units, so it doesn't really surprise me to see Sonya in the pre-ban.
Sphinx taking his sweet time, seeing what he's going to do here. Again, I'm hoping to see something really unique here. Okay, Light Ivor, locking it in.
Definitely unique indeed. That's definitely Sphinx taking a unit away from Killian Ba. We know Killian Ba drafts lots of Light Ivor. And then we've got Killian Ba drafting Chandra and Tian Lang.
And I kind of like that as well. There's Sphinx going back and forth. It's not even about his specific draft, but sometimes interrupting the other opponent's draft, trying to get a feel for them and take that away so they can kind of mess up their kind of style of play. That's good. I like that.
Whew, man, we're seeing a 33 speed lead in a Zerato. Anytime I saw a Zerato, I'm always like, is there going to be a light unicorn coming with it as well? Because we watched so much of that in our APAC servers. Oh, he's taking the... Oh my God, is that a take?
That is a take. I'll tell you what that is a lot of LDs right now. This is the account that people dream about. They're definitely free to play players. I can't take that away from them. But wow, I ain't gonna lie, I'm real jealous. I'm gonna see what Sphinx locks in here.
I know, it's so crazy to see this right now. And we get free-to-play units when it comes to Gapsu. And, of course, the Gianna. So, no, there's no Hagang being showcased right now. I don't think you need to have a Hagang just because the Gianna was placed on the board. But we have a Zenesek. Is it Zenesek? I believe his name is Zenesek.
Zenesek, yep.
Yeah,
Zenesek's going to be locked in. Don't know. Yeah, I guess he can go back and forth here. I feel like he's going to lock in given what he sees on Sphinx side here. The question is, what is going to be the bans on both ends, Stoic?
Oh, man. I feel like we're not super prepared for the Gianna, or we are prepared for the Gianna. That's why the Zenesek is going to be there. Gapsu and Tian Lang going to bite the dust here. So 33 lead for Sphinx and a 24 lead for Killian Ba. This is our first match with Sphinx and Killian Ba. Let's see what happens here.
All right, let's see who gets the first turn. It looks like it's going to be Sphinx. Of course, the Light Ivor, without question. Let's see if we can get that strip and stun in. Who does he decide to go for? He does go for the Chandra. Yeah.
So the Uldong's really interesting because Uldong is I believe it helps your entire team deal damage, so it increases the damage. But we're trying to increase the damage. Does that increase the damage of the bombs as well? I'm not 100% sure on that interaction.
Yeah, I don't blame you. The Uldong is just a unit that we generally don't see all too much, but I'm hoping to see some fireworks up in here. That damage right there, pretty amazing from the Uldong. I definitely like that. Let's see what this Eleanor decides to do for her skill 2.
Yeah, it looks like Uldong has the same skill 2 as the Wind Dokebi Lord.
Yeah, pretty sick if you ask me here. All right, Zeratu getting some love, getting that little Violent Arc in there, doing some damage on that Chandra. We got a couple of dots, 30% HP down. Let's see what this Igor decides to do.
Yeah, Sphinx really wants to get rid of Chandra. Chandra seems to be the unit that he really wants to focus out and not have to deal with it at all. And definitely, I think Sphinx is in a great position. I know that bomb is sitting on top of Gianna. If that bomb takes out the Gianna, I want to say I think bomb damage is in that passive from that Uldong.
And I wouldn't be surprised. Bomb damage is something that people have been really focused on in this last month. I've noticed that I've seen a lot more damage when it comes to the bomb just across the board in ladder RTA.
Definitely. I mean, Ciara has really shown up a lot in like recent RTA season 29 as well. So a lot more damage coming out. People farming the more bomb damage artifacts with Ciara in the picture again.
Looks like Zeratu's going to go ahead and finish out the Shanjo. Will he get another proc? It won't, but Ivor is going to be coming in doing some damage here. Looks like the
so we're trading units. Yeah, so we didn't even really need some big bomb damage. I didn't see the number. I wish I saw the number. I wouldn't mind if someone threw it up in chat, and then we could see what kind of bomb damage that was, because I will be curious for later on if we run into the same situation here. But they're trading out units here, and I mean, if we're talking about sustain, Killian Ba does have the sustain to outlive here.
He does have the sustain, but Sphinx has that Zeratu. You already know Zeratu could do some really amazing damage if it gets a good proc here.
Oh, you definitely can, especially if Zeratu can capitalize on a defense break coming from this light Ivor. That could really, expedite Sphinx's draft here.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about what he got locked in, right? He got the Zeratu, he got a couple of ways of, manipulating that attack bar. He definitely has a way of controlling the playing field here. He can definitely slow down Killian Ba if he gets the right run of attacks here.
Yeah, well, that bomb's landing on the Ivor. I'm going to actually zone in. I want to see what kind of damage is going to happen here with this bomb here. No additional turns popping out. Probably looking for some stuns here. Keep this Oliver back here. But we do have the immunity protecting us, so maybe we're not so afraid of the Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver, of course, can't do anything when it's done here. Eleanor, though, doing a fabulous job keeping everybody set in place here with her immunity and the anti-crit there. Definitely a nice little Zeratu.
Yeah, let's see if Zeratu can get any strips. No strips there. Oh my god, I missed the bomb damage once again, but Ivor didn't have enough HP to survive that anyways there. It sounds like it was a 12.7k damage on the bomb. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
All right, good. I'm glad chat's awake. I know we are. We're trying our very best to stay awake. It's like 3 in the morning right now. We're doing our very best, guys. Tell you what, though, can Eleanor get that kill? Oh, I thought she was going to get it right there.
Yeah, I don't think Killian Bao's too worried right now. That Eleanor ended up being extremely problematic for Sphinx here. The anti-crit, and I think Zeratu needs to land those crits.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Stoic. I definitely underestimate the power of the anti-crit, especially for a unit like Zeratu coming in play. But yeah, it looks like it's working out for him. It's going to be 2v1 real quick, and we'll have to see if Sphinx get lucky and just get some good procs.
Well, he's got to get rid of this immunity. If he can't get the immunity off, he's never going to get a bomb off there, so we'll see what happens. Definitely need to transform. He probably wants to get that anti-crit back up there with attack buff Zeratu going next.
Yeah, without question.
Oh, he doesn't care. Interesting.
He does not. Is he greeding? Is this greed? What's going on right now?
I know, because I do feel like you should have put up the anti-crit, then you don't have to worry about the damage and the strip from Zeratu.
Yeah, I think he learned real quick there after losing half of Zenithic's life there. He's going to definitely support and protect and get a little heal. And maybe it was due to the full heal on Zenithic, or Zenithic had already like full health. So maybe that was the case, but who knows?
Well, he conceded it there because I think Zeratu was going to be winning that hands down. That was quite interesting. So I'm kind of guessing maybe he didn't have the skill 2 up on the Eleanor. That's why he opted not to transform. I mean, I could be wrong. But I think that was the play, and maybe that's why he ended up conceding out that match. But Sphinx, he's got a round one victory over Killian Ba.
With that, I like it. I like the underdog coming to play again. Like I said before, Killian Ba is a unit, a player that everybody's seen right now. He's seen their style, he's seen their strategy. So, like I said, if Sphinx could use that to its advantage, he will definitely mix it up and do some work here. I like it.
Yeah, there we go. So now we got it swapped over there. That was that was interesting. We got to see I believe our Korean casters there. So they're doing a fine job over there at probably a wonderful hour to be casting Summoner's War.
Yes, a wonderful hour without question. Definitely not 2:46 in the morning, that's for sure.
No, or 3:46. You know, that's,
3:46.
that's over here on the East Coast. But you know what? We love it. We'll hear anyways.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, what do you think about that match there? Do you think it was just a pretty much straightforward ABC kind of match here? It just kind of came down to, who got the last kill, or was one person just completely controlled the match over the other?
I would love to really watch the replay and see what happened with that Eleanor. Like, was it possible that the skill wasn't down? Because I feel like the skill was up.
No.
He should have transformed and put it up.
Yeah. I thought, like I said, that must have been a misclick because I thought Oliver was already gone at that point or stunned at that much. So I don't think there was any kind of reset on Eleanor. Of course, we might have missed it because, again, it is 2:46 in the morning. So I just want to point that out there.
Yep, yeah. It is pretty late, though. Maybe even Killian Ba is running low on gas as well. But we'll see what happens as we get into round number 2. Sometimes we'll see a more aggressive playstyle coming out of Killian Ba. I know I rewatched season 29 just to get a feel for Killian Ba, and he does a really, really big change of pace where you get a bruiser playstyle out of him, and then you get like a high threat, high volatility draft out of him. So we'll see what happens because we've got Water Twin Angels and Sonya back in the game. They are not pre-banned. New pre-bans getting locked in right here.
All right, let's see what they decide to do. That's the beauty about SWC mode, getting an opportunity to take a unit away from the opponent that's really, really strong, a really core unit of that lineup. So I'm curious to see what they decide to do. And then on top of that, when we get to the next match, if there is a next match, it's the best of 3, do they go back to the original ones? That'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yep, Tian, Lang, and Chandra. So Sphinx clearly showed in that previous match. Chandra, he didn't want it there. All full attention went to the Chandra, so he's pre-banning it out here. And the Tian Lang is actually what Killian Ba banned in the first match as well. So, and I think I know what the contested unit is, and it's going to be Light Ivor.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Tian Lang's out the mix, so they're not looking to get any kind of decrease on the attack bar. So, of course, why not bring out one of the best attack bar manipulators out there? Let's see what Sphinx decides to do. He got about 10 seconds to lock it up. You better choose quick.
Yeah, he's taking his time here. I feel like Water Twin Angels Julian, he can lock it in, and he does. So here's that aggressive draft that I was going to say from Killian Ba. There's the 24 speed lead CRs coming in here for bomb damage, and then the Veronica, of course. So we did see this before, and I think it was like Nikki Maximilian wrapping up Killian Bao's draft in these previous ones matches we've seen.
Yeah, without question, Killian Ba knows exactly what to do. You already saw that he locked up the first pick and then brought in Ciara, Veronica, the second pick. I mean, he clearly has a gameplay that he wants to do, and he's using it to his advantage. Throwing in that Leo. He sees the Miles on the Sphinx side. He knows that he's probably going to ban it so he can get that speed to get that first turn. So he definitely has his play style set in order. It's good.
Yeah, I think Killian Ba is hoping that the Leo is going to be banned out here, and it probably should get banned out here. And it looks like Smicer will be the final pick coming out of Sphinx.
Smicer, one of the few units I still don't have in the game. Makes me salty to even see it right now, but I'll tell you what, man. What an absolute amazing unit. Love what they've done with the unit. I can't get enough of it.
In a bruiser setting, Smicer can be so brutal. Like when you're going hit for hit and Smicer's pushing back attack bars, setting up bombs, it's absolutely devastating what Smicer can do. And you know what? Killian Ba doesn't want anything to do with it either. Gets banned out here. CR is going to be catching a ban as well.
Yeah, it looks like Sphinx didn't play into the Leo game here. He let it through, took out the CR, and now he's just going to play with the Leo, the decreased damage on the Miles, unfortunately.
Yeah, Miles going to be hitting like a wet noodle, but it looks like Killian Ba wants to first start targeting out this Miles and get rid of it first.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he's going for that, but hey, I guess he wants to, like I said, kind of control that unit that could potentially do damage down the road. We'll see.
Yeah, we will definitely see indeed. Looking for a stun here on Veronica. Nails it with the initial turn as well. Veronica looks like it's going to be under fire first.
Yeah, definitely. Veronica's going to be the one to go, but it looks like Oliver's going to push, attempted to push back Ligar. That's a triple endure light Igor right there. Watch out. Here it comes.
I mean, could it be max resistance with the rune quality of Killian Ba? It could very well be max resistance here. So let's see what happens with this Miles, because obviously this Miles not going to be hitting very hard whatsoever. So we're setting up some defense breaks. We're looking for some stuns. We're trying to set anything up here with this light Ivor.
Yeah, but it looks like Killian Ba is kind of going back and forth between his targeting, trying to reduce the attack bars at a couple of different units here. Not too much luck right now, getting a lot of resistance. Can Miles get a stun? But it doesn't look like, no, he's not going to do it. Of course, Light Ivor can't be stunned. That's correct, yeah.
Now, I know, I miss that all the time where it's like, Light Ivor looking for stun. And of course, Light Ivor can't be stunned. I don't know why I always forget it in the moment, but we'll see what happens later on. No skills up for the Water Twin Angels. A little bit of attack bar pushback there on Ivor.
Ivor trying to do a little work. A nice little stun right now. Do some more damage. But it is not going to be enough to take it down. What is Miles going to do right here? Who does he go for? Does he work on somebody else, maybe get a free stun, or does he just keep on working on Ivor? So,
yeah, I think just stuns, the only options that you can do is try to just slow everybody down, stun anything you can, and no dice there on Laura, of course, but Killian Ba, he has free reign to put wherever he wants this damage, because right now Sphinx is looking very, very low.
Yeah, even though he split it up all the damage, all the attack bar, he has full control of this lineup right now, not allowing Sphinx to do anything he wants to do. I think he can secure this win. I really do.
Yeah, he's sending the damage all over the place because of this Julianne. So that big AoE from Veronica, all these dots are going to tick down, and he can almost kill the Julianne at this point.
Yeah, definitely going to be able to do out here. Let's see, Light Ivor, who does he focus on right now? Yeah, Water Twins is probably the lowest one here. Let's see if we can get some damage. Sphinx is going to answer back with the kill, taking out the Light Ivor, and now working on the Veronica. Sphinx is trying to even the playing field to get back in here.
Yeah, that the third skill from one of the third skills from the Water Twin Angels, setting up those shields and that little bit of a heal there for Sphinx's team, honestly might be what really set him back there. Of course, getting the 2 stuns on the Laura and the Leo definitely helped Sphinx. And Sphinx looking incredible right now. I know it's not over for Killian Ba, but he's looking very, very good.
Yeah, he definitely turned things around here. Of course, Leo is sitting at a really good spot right now. I don't know if this one can do enough damage to snipe it, but he's going to go for it. Does he get the kill?
Stun.
Yeah, big stun there.
No additional turn. He can stun it up again? Doesn't get the stun here, so we do have Torrent.
Oh my gosh.
Is this going to be a kill? This is a kill.
Oh, it is.
There's not enough HP.
It's a kill. I can't believe it. I was so worried that he wasn't going to get enough there. But wow, what a comeback from Killian Ba, getting the win and evening out the playing field. 1v1. We're going to a best of 3 match. Stoic, what do you think about that comeback?
I didn't think that was going to happen like that, you know, because I thought Sphinx did what he needed to do. He's got his heals up, he got the shields up there. I thought because after we saw Veronica do the AoE and we got to see Killian Ba, he was really trying to spread his damage out there, and then Veronica was going to be the one to finish it off there. So maybe there had been a missed reset on the Water Twin Angels that I missed there from the Veronica, because Veronica getting the heals, the shields up, and then of course stunning up Laura and Leo. That must have been that was the turn of the events right there.
Yeah, it definitely changed the events right there. And let's not forget, even though Killian Ba spread out the damage, he also was manipulating the attack bars really, really well. He was paying attention to the attack bars, choosing his opponents wisely, and I think it paid off at the end. It definitely did.
Yeah, the big payoff. I mean, Sphinx is Killian Ba did it in that round. It was just a great comeback, but honestly, it was a great match for Sphinx as well. It really was, for him to kind of go the distance there in that round too. So it's a 1-1 in a best of 3. That means this next match, this says it.
This is good. Is it going to give a Killian Ba an opportunity to go back to back here for the season legend tournaments here, or is it going to be an upset and see an unfortunate loss?
Well, I think what Sphinx has in his favor right now is he won round 1.
He did.
And we might see that I don't want to say the exact same draft from Killian Ba, but we'll see where that transition goes, because the pre-bans goes back onto the Sonya, which is what he pre-banned in the first round, and he gets first pick, so he's able to take that Light Ivor away.
Right. He's obviously going to utilize the team that he tried to get that win here. But again, Killian Ba is not a person like myself that doesn't know what I'm doing. He knows exactly how to adapt to the lineup that he brings in. So Sphinx needs to kind of consider that when these units are getting picked out. And it looks like Killian Ba is definitely mixing it up, bringing in Gianna and bringing in, I guess, the Ogong again. Is that correct?
Yeah, the Uldong. It's like Eul Dong.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna murder that name.
That's a clip. Yeah, that's a clip. Here we go.
Oh man. Let's see what
Looks like-
Sphinx is gonna wrap up his draft here. Gapsu and Pata.
Looks like Sphinx is trying to provide a little bit more support and sustain there, something that he kind of lacked in that first match. I do like the play. He's being a little bit adaptive. Speaking of adaptive, it looks like Killian Ba is also going to bring in something that can provide a late game, KO there. Oh, no, he hasn't figured it out what he wants here. Mihao Wang may get locked in, 10 seconds to go. What do you think, Star?
Mei Wang. Mei Wang's the winner of the European Cup, so I mean, how do you not take that right here?
Exactly.
He's got such a great showing currently right now. But I do think Gapsu's looking pretty crazy with the sustain. But you know what? That Zaratu, I feel like he might be a little scared from that round one. Got to ban out the Zaratu.
Yeah, despite how good Sphinx's lineup is, I actually like Killian Bao's match to get this victory. We'll see what happens.
I think both players have a great avenue of victory here, but we'll see what happens exactly that. So, Gianna, we have skills available. We are afraid of Pata.
Yeah, Pata's definitely going to stop this stun, and let's see what he decides to do here. The bombs are in, but he decides not to go with a skill 3 here. Sphinx, of course, looking to provide a little branding. Who's he going to choose, though? What do you think,
I feel like you want to strip all the immunity off here. I feel like you go for the Uldong. Yep, strip that off there, and then Oliver's going to be here for the 3rd skill. Reduce that attack bar of Uldar for sure. Uldong.
He did go for Uldar. I was surprised to see if he was going to go for Gianna, but I guess when you got Patter in the back of the lineup here, you're not really too concerned about that. So,
yeah, Patter cleansing, 100% happening here. 2-turn immunities going up. Beautiful provokes. Oh my god! I tell you what, as someone who owns a Patter, I wish I saw that more often.
I don't know the Patter, but I own a Bellinus, and my Bellinus debuffs never land as good as that. I'll tell you what, I need to get a Patter right now. Give me an LD pad. Let's go.
Right, let's get Childish a Patter. I think that'd be a great thing for you.
All right, so
let's see what happens to Gianna.
Yeah, Killian Ba getting a triple stun there. Looks really good. The additional turret from Uldong trying to push back the Light Ivor. Can we get a nice defense break? That we do. Where's the Violent Proc, though? Oh, man, that would have been good.
Yeah, the Violent Proc would have finished that unit off, and I think Killian Ba would be looking great. But right now, Killian Bao's going to be losing his Gianna. Are they going to trade? They're not going to trade Gapsu. So much healing for this Ivor.
Very, very clutch. Very, very clutch indeed. Nice little defense break in there, and Oliver has a chance to do massive amounts of damage. 6,400 damage, pushing him back just a little bit.
A lot of favor right now in Sphinx side of the field because not a lot's going well for Killian Ba because he's got a defense broke Uldong right now, and he's in a lot of trouble. He's definitely going to be losing a unit right now. So beautiful attack bar reduction on that Chandra too.
Yeah, definitely. But now again, he still has the Mihao Wang, and you have already seen it. Again, like you said before, in the U Cup, that's a unit that could turn things around. We'll just have to wait and see what it decides to do. But it looks like Sphinx is switching the big, so he knows what that Mihao Wang can do. He's trying to target it right now, get some damage in. Let's see if he can snipe that one after he takes out his ult on.
Holy, I think he needs a defense break. Gets that defense break. He needs to proc out of that defense break, or else Patter's going to smoke that Fire Monkey King, and he knew it was going to be coming there. Sphinx takes down Killian Ba. If anybody had votes in here, they would have said Killian Ba was going to win round 1 with best of 3.
I'm shocked. I'm speechless, to say the least here. But you know what? It just goes to show, once again, you never know. Despite somebody having the best record, back-to-back, wins, whatever like that, like, you just never know what could happen. Anything could happen at the end of it.
Yep, exactly that. And let's keep in mind that I do believe there will be a coupon later on. I think I heard rumors of a coupon, Childish.
I think there's a little birdie out there that kind of told me. I actually got a window right now. I think I see it. You said coupon code. Is there one coming up here soon? I think there might be, guys. So pay close attention to the bottom. If something pops up,
at least stay tuned. Do us a favor and stay tuned for the coupon. But we should be taking a break shortly. We'll be going, I think it's just a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back to take our other best of 3 that we're going to be doing later on. But what an incredible first match that we already had. Killian Ba knocked out a Legend tournament. He was looking for the back-to-back, and it's not happening.
Yeah, indeed. I'll tell you what, though. It's the back and forth, how was it said? Unable to kind of figure out what's going to go on. It gets me very excited for the upcoming matches that we got for tonight.
Yep, and I believe we have Tars and Pooh. Pooh returning from season 29, looking to get his victory here. Doesn't need to get a victory over Killian Ba, but does need to get a victory over Tars.
Very definitely. Yeah, we'll have to see how those matches go again. Tar's a former champion here. He's going to be doing some work. Really excited to see if he's going to be changing or adapting from the plays that we've seen over this last preliminaries or whatnot from the SWC and stuff like that. So yeah, I can't wait, man. It's going to be fun.
Yep, I can't wait. And I can't wait for Pooh's revenge because I think he wants to claim this victory because Killian Ba took it away from him in 29. So we'll see what happens later on, guys. We'll be back in 5. And we're back, guys. So if you guys did not know, this is Season 30 Legend Tournament. We just finished up our first match with Killian Ba and Sphinx. Sphinx getting that victory in a best of 3. I'm still stoic, and I believe this is still childish.
I am still childish. Again, it's a pleasure to be here. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Like I said before, right before we ended the last one, I think that initial match just kind of set the tone of how exciting this Legend Tournament is going to be right now. We would have never thought in a million years, Stoic, that Killian Ba would have, lost that match. But hey, here we are, moving on.
I know, the person to just absolutely set fireworks to so many previous Legend tournaments to take a loss here to Sphinx. But honestly, it was a great match. We had a interesting moment with Eleanor versus the Zaratu, where Zaratu was just proven to be a little bit too much for Killian Ba in this draft here. But it was nice to see the Uldong. We got a nice Uldong showcase, the amount of damage that he can bring to the table here. Not as much damage as I thought on the bomb. I thank you for helping me out, chat, with figuring out what that bomb damage was. It was like a little over 12k damage coming from that bomb from Gianna. So I'm not too sure how much more was increased its passive, if not increased at all. But again, huge congratulations to Sphinx getting that huge, round 1 victory there over Killian Ba and moving forward to the final in the Legend Tournament for Season 30.
And then it wasn't an easy ride. Definitely, Killian Ba put the aggression on it, and it's showing here in this second match right now, doing some work here with this Leo, doing some massive amount of damage on the land Viper Julian there to get the kill and make it a 1-1.
It really showcases how well Leo can nerf the damage of not just Miles, but that Julian as well. With scaling from speed, Leo doesn't care about that, and he really is, making that damage feel so minimal to be able to survive like that.
Yeah, this was an interesting match with our question here. I never thought in a million years that I would see this Mihao Wang not do what he needs to do here, but he did well. Sphinx targeted well. He got it out of the place, and he just was able to keep it going to take that one down.
Yeah, the stealing of the Ivor, I feel like that kind of set it there. He got it in the first round, got it in the second round. Ivor was able to get so many turns, set up stuns, set up defense breaks, and really, create these avenues of victory for his team there. And that's exactly what Sphinx did there. So, of course, that's round 1. It's over and done. We're getting into round number 2. Round number 2 is going to be with Tars and Pooh. So like we said before, Tars is coming off of Season 29 in the final where he did lose to Killian Ba. So Pooh's here looking for revenge, but he's got a really tough opponent he's got to go up against.
Yeah, Tars is without question one of the toughest opponents out there. We took a look at some of the units out there. Again, pretty similar to what we've seen in the past. Obviously, the greatest of greats LD units. I don't remember quite how he did leading up to this specific one. Do you recall, so?
For Tars or for Pooh?
For Pooh. Sorry, for Pooh.
For Pooh, I can't remember the player that he went up against before he got into the final with Killian Ba. But I do know he fell short to Killian Ba's aggressive play style. So let's see if that's what happens here with Tars. If Tars plays super, super aggressive, will Pooh handle that really, really well? We'll find out, because you can clearly see that he doesn't want to have to go up against the light vampire, which is showcased in these very high volatility drafts. So Pooh's going to pre-ban that light vampire, and we've got Tars pre-banning out the ragdoll.
I definitely don't blame him. That light vampire could do a ton of damage here. It looks like Pooh's going to be locking in the twins, and we got Tars answering back with the fire back. Of course, one of the super meta units in this time, and of course, we got the cigar as well.
Yeah, that's so interesting to see like a new unit like Fireback, being showcased. I don't think we saw too much of it in the previous season, Season 29, but in Season 30, we're seeing a ton of it. We're seeing lots of it in SWC. Does that justify a first-round pick from Tars? I feel like I'd like to see Fireback in the next round, in like a second-round pick. Maybe not in the first, but we'll see how it works out for him.
You literally took the words right out of my mouth, Stoke. Even me, as a free-to-play, noob player, I still was wondering, what in the world is this Firebag picking? But again, that's why these guys are the best of the best. They're thinking way ahead of the game. They know what Pooh plays. They know some of the things that he does. So maybe that was a unit that Pooh might have, mixed it up for the second or third picks. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. Looks like Tars wants to demand that turn 1. We know how fast that Escher is, and it looks like he does want to bring a speed lead with it. Let's see if that is the 33 he wants. Swapping for Vanessa.
Yeah, he definitely looking to get some aggression, looking to get that first turn. I was thinking if that Mihao Wang was going to come out here, but it looks like he wants to put push the envelope here, making sure that he secures turn 1. Let's see what Pooh decides to do as far as answering back.
Well, I love to see this Okeanos. Now, Okeanos fell out of the picture for a very, very long time, and Lest was the player to bring Okeanos back to light. So we've got Pooh bringing in that Okeanos and that Gianna. So we do have that if he can get turn one strip reset from Okeanos, but it looks like Amduat's coming in here. That is super interesting to see an Amduat here.
I do like an Amduat right now. You know, Tars is not showing any kind of immunity, so might as well take advantage of what do we got locked in here.
The Fire Geralt. So Fire Geralt for me kind of comes off as a not as good Connell. I feel like the way that I want to put that is a not as good Connell. A lot of dots, stun to the 3rd skill, AoE. Dude, I don't know how I feel about Fire Henry Cavill being the last pick here, but I do think this light not Poseidon, but light Poseidon. There's this last pick here for Taz wrapping up.
Yeah, the Pontos right there, giving it a last pick. You know what? So I think that's going to be a ban without question because he doesn't have any other kind of support or whatnot. So it looks like that one's locked in for the ban as well as Gianna on Pooh's side.
Yeah, you nailed that one. Pontos gets the ban, Gianna gets the ban. 33 speed lead here for Taz, and I mean, if you have an Escher, turn 1's kind of yours.
All right, so it looks like he's going to definitely go for the first turn here. Who does he go for? It looks like he's not getting a chance to. Amduat's looking to cut through and do a sudden. Wow, the seal! What is going on, Stoic?
I know. Seal is not something you get to see too often. This reset has to land on top of Okeanos. He's got to land this. If he doesn't get it, he does get it with almost full provokes as well. Beautiful 3rd skills going out. Can he drop the Fire Henry Cavill?
I love it. The Fire Henry Cavill almost gets done, but it looks like he's still going to stay alive. The Amduat, of course, trying to bring in the seal. Is that a double seal or a triple seal Amduat? What is going on right now, Stoic? I think there's something unique coming in.
This is 25% chance to land seal, and it's actually working very, very well. Is this more than 25? No way. It's definitely a single seal set. It has to be.
I don't know what is going on right now, but I like it. I like it. It looks like that Amduat going down pretty good. I'll tell you what, that damage on the Amduat was pretty good.
We're seeing more seals. I can't believe how much seal we're seeing.
Nice.
Yeah. I think it's a despair. It's despair seal. That's what's happening right now. There's that reset coming out of Okeanos. Looks like we're going to be planting that on top of the Fire Bayak here.
Yeah, looks like we're doing a little bit of damage on the Fire back. We got the Water Twins going to be answering back here. Pooh is trying to decide what he wants to do. He's going to work on that Vanessa, and rightfully so. That defense break is in. Can Amduat do a little damage? No, he actually chose to go for the pushback on Cigar Store.
Yeah, I think he wanted to push back and Despair Stun on Cigar, and it's not going to be happening here. Landing the provokes is very, very fortunate here for Taz, but I do think Pooh has to address the Vanessa. If Vanessa's gone, I think it kind of opens up the game a little bit for Pooh, but he is definitely on the back foot right now, showcasing not a ton of sustain.
Right. Looks like Pooh is going to be working on the Amduat, and rightfully so. It looks like he has a chance to do massive amounts of damage, but rightfully so. He goes for the skill 3 on the Okeanos, taking away that ability to stun his opponents.
Yep, there it is. So dropping out the Amduat. Amduat's going to be gone. Okeanos trying to do all that he can. I think Tars is definitely sitting pretty now.
Yeah, Tars can definitely secure this one as a victory right now. I think Pooh needs to take this time and just really think about what he wants to try to do. I will give him credit, though. He did an absolutely amazing job mixing it up and bringing in that seal mix, because I think that's not something that Tars was expecting. But let's see how they both adapt to the playstyles here in this upcoming set.
I think in a game of 3, you don't bring out Fire Henry Cavill, and you bring out anything else. Like I said, I think I look at the Fire Geralt, and I think of just a not as good Connell. And if it was a Connell, I feel like I would have been a little bit more okay with that.
Yeah, you know what, though, to play devil's advocate, I'm happy that he mixed it up and tried it, because that took a second for Tars to step back and be like, wait a minute. What does this guy do? Like, what is going on right now? I have to think about that. Is this a threat? Is this not? Do I ban it? Do I not? I like that. Mixing it up, trying new units. That's what some of this war is all about. We got well over 1,000 units to play around with. It's nice to see something different. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we definitely have situations where you throw your opponent off there by drafting something out of the ordinary. I mean, we've seen stuff like this happen way, way long ago, where it was like Wow, I can't even remember the SWC it was, but it was SWC was a DAC unit that you didn't see it too often. It was the DAC Harg, and the name escapes me of the DAC Harg, but it surprised us. And it was just something that came out of nowhere, and it throws people off. So maybe it's a similar situation where we had this Fire Geralt come in here and attempt to throw us off. It's just scary. It's scary in a best of 3. In a best of 5, I'd give you the credit. But in a best of 3, I don't know.
All right, so it looks like they're going to be getting their pre-bans in. Again, we got match 2 set to Tars versus Pooh. Looking to go on right now. Stoic, what do you think is going to be going on when it comes to Pooh? What kind of adjustments do you think he needs to make moving forward here for this match?
Dang it. I was going to say it, but I didn't get there yet. It was going to be a Water Twin Angels and a Cigar. I wish I nailed it because it would have been great when it rolled out like that. But yeah, the Water Twin Angels I think had to go. It's a 24 speed lead. It's a unit that Pooh really relies on. Back in season 29, he plays a ton of Water Twin Angels, so no surprise to see that in there. And I think Cigar played a huge part in that first round, landing provokes, getting all the resets, landing the defense breaks, and just absolute control was in Tars' side of the field due to Cigar.
Yes, definitely. Both of them are really, really good picks there. So Tars got that Ciara locked, and of course, Pooh trying to decide what he wants to do. It looks like he wants to contest that speed by bringing in that 33 speed lead, Vanessa, and once again bringing in the Escher. Are we flopping sides here, Stoic? What's going on right now?
Yeah, we're flip-flopping right now. So he's taken the Vanessa and the Escher away from him, and this is a good idea. So if you can utilize a 33 and utilize a very fast unit, and know this is something that your opponent likes to draft, I think this is a good call for Pooh. But he really has to capitalize on this turn 1. And right now, Taz is showcasing a Ciara Gianna combination. This is a very good, well-tuned team with a very fast light Ivor.
Yeah, Light Ivor is definitely something that's going to be able to interrupt what Pooh's trying to bring in here. But let's see how he chooses to adapt, which, of course, we kind of expected. Tian Lang, considering how much attack bar is coming in the mix for Tars, it was laid out. And, of course, without question, a unit that provides that. Oh, he actually switches up. Fire back. Okay, I do like that change. Bosch is good, but I do like that change.
Well, see, what's happening right now is Pooh just took 3 units that Taz took last time, Vanessa, Escher, and that Fire Bayek, so he's got it for his team now. That Rika's not so bad with his no immunity being showcased on the other side, and I love that Taz is taking the better version of Fire Bayek, Fire Geralt, and he takes it away. I think the Rika's fine. I think Pooh not having any immunity right now, I think whatever that pick was, Connell or Rika, I think they were both very good picks.
Yeah, I like the way they adapted there on the last picks on both teams here, the Juno, the Rika, and whatnot. Unfortunately, though, none of them are going to get to see the light of day. Rika and Juno are both banned out. Let's see who gets that first turn today, Stoic.
Yep, I think it heavily relies on Vanessa getting skill 2 defense break strips and Tian Lang putting in work.
Yeah, Tian Lang not getting any strips right now, unfortunately, but despair of Vanessa. Let's see what Vanessa got. I've seen a lot of despair of Vanessas right now in ladder, so let's see if it comes in here.
Yeah, so there's that defense break that we did need to see from Vanessa. So Vanessa is doing, the work that she needs to do there, but the Tian Lang already showcased, skill 2 comes out, did absolutely nothing to Taz's team. So that's not what we want to see from Tian Lang if it is going to perform right now. But Gianna looks like it's going to be dropping out shortly, but we do have the protection from this Pontos.
Yeah, skill 3 definitely has to go out, get that invulnerability, get that immunity up. I guess that situation right there, they had that Fire Bayek locked in, that kind of saved from losing that Gianna as well.
Yep, exactly that. Oh, no. Bomb is going to be landing on top of this Tian Lang, so that's very unfortunate for Taz. The defense break does land on top of this Tian Lang, but Tian Lang's going to be shaking that defense break off already.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate, but at least he did get the silence on him. So, and for whatever reason, the Tian Lang is not built with any accuracy. Can't get the strips on that invulnerability and ability, and we just lost a unit. Now we're sitting here 4v3 with Pooh's advantage, though.
Yeah, I think the scary thing about having Ciara and Gianna with a Pontos is those skill 2 cycle that invincibility off so quickly. So you do that to protect yourself, but you're cycling it off at the same time. So there goes that Tian Lang. It does get dropped out here, but I do think Pooh is in a much better situation right now over Taz.
Yeah, 3v2, he's looking really good here. If he can get out of his look, yeah, it looks like they're going to be moving on right now. Pooh taking the victory there. Without question, it was a good match.
Yep, definitely a good match for sure. I think we had great setups there for the Vanessa offering, plenty of protection, having Protection as in, you have to prioritize the Vanessa. You don't have a way to reset Vanessa, so you have to worry about it. You have to deal with it, or else units are just going to get revived back there, because you are worried that Firebake's going to provide too much damage, it's going to put in too much work, and it's going to be a problematic unit for you to have to deal with. So I think Pooh did a great job in his draft and gave Taz a lot to worry about. So as good as Pontos feels, Ciara Gianna cycles out of the protection. And I feel like if we didn't have units that cycled out of the invincibility may have hung around a little bit longer and protected your team a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely, without question. I'll tell you what, though, that first round of attacks, too, I give credit to Tars, too. He was able to lock in that fire bank and take away the opportunity for him to combo that Vanessa with that bank and secure a kill. I see a lot of people in the ladder RTA doing that, setting up that single target defense break for fire bank to do work. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to accomplish that.
Yep, exactly that. So let's see what happens. We're going to be getting into that round number 3. And again, it's just a best of 3, guys. So whoever wins this is going to be going to the final, and they've got to go up against Sphinx, who already took down Killian Ba. So I can't help but say Sphinx is kind of favorited already when you took down such a massive player like Killian Ba.
I'll tell you what, Sphinx is taking some notes right now. He's seeing a lot of crazy things going on between seals and different units playing around there. Yeah, I like it. Let's see what things he takes away from these matches.
Yep, exactly that. So we do know Pooh, he loves his Water Twin Angels. It's going to be coming back to the table here. We may even see a Chandra Cigar draft by Taz. I know Taz took the Fireback and Cigar last time, and I believe Tian Lang was his pre-ban. So we're getting a repeat pre-ban of round 1 with Taz and Pooh.
Yeah, I'm probably going to see that Ciara Gianna on the side of Tarzan since that Tian Lang is gone. And Pooh, of course, probably going to be starting, like you said before, the Water Twins, probably locking it in. Let's see what he decides to do.
Ooh, so he does, of course, lock that in there. Ciara being showcased right now by Taz. Does he choose to just go right away, Ciara Gianna? Now, Ciara Light Ivor, I think, is a great way to set up.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Stark, you and I both know what's going to be coming out. When he puts a pre-ban in like a Tian Lang, you know that he's going to be bringing in the units that provide that attack bar manipulation. So, yeah, regardless of how he lays it out, we know what's coming. Let's just see how Pooh decides to answer back. He got 12 seconds, Stark.
Yeah, I want to see him bring something to take advantage of the defense break setup with this Water Twin Angels. I think Fireback is an excellent unit to do that. Let's see if he chooses to bring one more unit that can do that. But it looks like Gianna's coming in there. Gianna, always a great unit, but more importantly, it is a take from Taz.
Yeah, it definitely is a take there. And of course, not only just an overall strong unit that combos well with Ciara, but we take away that ability to AoE strip here. So is Tars going to bring in something else to provide that additional support there on the strip, or is he just going to go single target like he looks to be doing right now with the Miles?
Hey, double Sky Surfer. I mean, there's a reason why it's the transmog for this season, guiding transmog, and they're both very good units to be drafting right now.
And when he lays out a mile like this, do you think that's basically telling Pooh that he's going to leave Fireback in, or do you think he might be going for something else there on the ban?
I think Fireback's staying in here. I do think we're seeing a Smicer ban. I think Smicer is going to be really, really problematic when we don't have any immunity on your side of the field here. So I think we're seeing another Smicer ban. Sonya, this is a very curious Sonya, but I do think you ban out the Sonya unless you have some sort of Sonya trap or Sonya proof units.
Yeah, while you make a good argument about the Smicer, he had the Amulet, the Smicer, the Gianna. Everything is going to be detrimental to that team. I'll tell you that right now. There's too much CC, too much control there. But let's just see what happens here.
Yeah, Taz wants nothing to do with that Amduat. Amduat caused enough trouble for him to not want to have to see it again here. So let's see what Taz can set up here. He's got that Light Ivor. We know it's going to be very, very fast here. Oh, an immediate stun on the Water Twin Angels. And
rightfully so. Water Twin Angels is such a phenomenal unit. I would have locked it down if I could as well. Looks like he's going to be switching it up, going for the Gianna. Can he get the bomb on Gianna to secure the kill? Is he going to blow it up? He is. Will he get the kill?
Oh my god. That violent proc from Miles. It's so crazy that you can 50% a unit right at the start of a match. It feels like a Mo long.
Yeah, absolutely crucial. And now he got himself an interesting situation, but I think he has to go for the skill 3 to get that defense break off. He does. And it looks like he works on the Ciara, but is he going to finish off? No, he is not.
No, so I think Taz really has to manipulate the Smicer. He can't let this unit take turns, or else that's going to put him on the back foot right now, because I do think Ciara is going to be getting dropped out here soon. There's not much that Taz can do about it. It's very, very low. But he is handling the Water Twin Angels very, very well. Smicer needs to see some crazy additional turns to really stop pushing back attack bar, landing those silences, and stopping Taz from doing anything.
Speaking of stopping Tars there, he did a really good job locking into the Fire Bag, but Fire Bag brought in the byproduct to get the kill on Ciara. Now we're even here, 3v3, now 3v2 here.
Yep, there's that Water Twin Angel. We knew it was going to be going soon, so Tars did a great job of getting rid of it. And I think this is where Tars can just take full control now, because Oliver playing a massive pot where you don't have a way to protect your team here. Because we know Miles is going to provide lots of damage. That's a beautiful silence, by the way. But we know Miles will provide lots of damage, and Oliver's just going to be pushing attack bar.
Let's see who decides who Tars decides to focus on. Is it the Fire Bag or the Smicer? Looks like it's going to be the Bag, and rightfully so. He's the one that's going to provide the sustain, so I do appreciate that choice of unit.
Well, let's always keep in mind the Puppeteer's skill 1 is so crazy. The amount of healing that you can get from skill 1's out of this world here. Bomb does land on top of the Miles. Who's trying to turn this thing around?
He definitely is. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the defense break. If he was able to get that defense break, I think we could have seen a Deadlight Ivor.
I think we could have as well, especially if you got that defense break early. That would have definitely been a dead Ivor indeed. Let's see what happens. Gets the stun, does confirm that kill. Can Smicer smice it up here?
Let's see what happens here. Tars, of course, just doing the work there on the Smicer. A little bit more damage, and the silence comes in. He has 2 out of the 3 units locked out there, so is it going to be enough?
Yeah, we'll see. He needs Taz needs to see some additional turns, but oh my god, I think Miles deals too much damage. There's nothing you can do, and there's that additional turn. Third skill comes out there, and that's going to be the unit to finish off Pooh. Wow, so the final is going to be coming down to a Taz versus Sphinx.
You know, if I were to head it out and guess, I wouldn't have think that would have happened. But you know what? I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad to see some different lineups here. Of course, Killian Ba and Pooh, phenomenal players. Props to them for bringing it to it in this Legend tournament. But I'm very excited to see what Tars and Sphinx do for this upcoming finals.
Yep, definitely. I'm thinking about like Sphinx keeping things in mind and knowing. I believe Sphinx has the Light Ivor, so Light Ivor is going to become one of those massively contested units going into that final. Let's keep in mind, guys, it's a best of 5 in that final, not a best of 3. So there's no time to be drafting your fire Henry Cavills. Guys, we have a coupon coming. When is it coming? Soon.
Very soon.
So hopefully you guys will yield some great rewards with these coupons here. I believe there's only one coupon tonight, though, so don't get too excited, guys. Everybody calm down. Wait, there's 2 coupons.
2 coupons. You heard it here first.
That's way
it's
better.
Coming.
That's way better than one coupon, Childish.
I will take it. Anything, any kind of coupon is going to be good for me. I'm going to pop those 5 scores right after this stream.
Childish, do me one favor. What is that? What's that code for the coupon? It's what does it say?
Whole BLT's 30 Legend. Is that it?
I think he's hungry.
I am very hungry. I am very hungry.
I think it's who legend? Who legend?
Who legend?
You know what? I like the BLT.
I think the BLT is great. I mean, when you're sitting there at 4:30 in the morning, all you could think about is the BLT. So
I agree. We're going to be going to break soon, guys. It's just a little fiver. We're going to be right back for a best of 5, of course. It's going to be Sphinx. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be a 10-minute break, and it's going to be Sphinx versus Taz. Look forward to it. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Take care.
Welcome back, everyone. For those who are just tuning in now, this is season 30 of RTA. It's the Legend Tournament. We are getting into our final right here with Sphinx and Pooh. I'm Stoic, and I am here once again with Childish.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been absolutely an amazing evening. Excited to be here once again. We are rounding third base and heading home.
Yep, and here's how we got there. So this is Taz and this is Pooh. This is the match that we had just seen. It was a best of 3. And, this first match, I like to call it the Henry Cavill showcase, where Henry Cavill is no longer playing The Witcher.
It's funny that you mentioned it, because up until you talked about, I didn't even realize what it wanted to do, but you said it was like a weaker version of the Fire Bison. So yeah, it's curious to see if anyone ever plays it after this match, but.
I don't know if he's going to get more play after this kind of showcase here, but well done on Tars for just handling that first round and really showcasing why probably it should make its way into a Legend tournament. So maybe there's some better matches out there for Pooh that showcase the Fire Henry Cavill, but I just don't think this was the time for it.
No, it's okay. Maybe we'll see it down the road, but we'll have to see what the next balance patch brings. I know you're excited about that. We normally get that, after the RTA season here. You have any things that you might want to see change over there? Or what do you think?
Season 31, it will be the time of Salah, so be ready for it.
Salah it is. All right, I'm ready for it. Oh man, I remember this match like it was yesterday. Well, literally it was like 10 minutes ago. That unfortunate bomb didn't do enough damage, didn't secure the win, and this Tars setup was just procking, controlling the playing field. I'll tell you what, man, Tars deserved that win.
It's a tough situation. We've got Miles that deals just so much damage, and we see why it's just so problematic. And in a situation of not having immunity, Oliver just runs rampant, and there's just not much you can do about that. And I feel like that's just where Oliver really goes and shines, where it's like he can kind of just land all of his skills and not have a worry in the world.
Right. So here we are, guys. We're at the finals, Tars versus Sphinx. We've seen quite a handful of units that went back and forth here. I'm curious to see what kind of adjustments these guys are going to make here. And are they going to play the game that both of their respective previous matches made, where we start to pick each other's units like mid-match?
Yep, that exactly. I'm starting to think back, and I feel like I recall me saying it was Sphinx and Pooh going into the final. And I'm going to correct myself here. It's Sphinx and Tars. I feel like I may have got that wrong earlier. But the situation actually doesn't change, because both these players both have a light Ivor, and this is going to be one of the most contested units with this matchup.
Yeah, light Ivor did actually a lot of work between both of the matches here. That attack bar manipulation, regardless if the allies are moving or the enemy is moving, I really like it. It's a game changer without question.
Yep, those game changers. It kind of reminds me of just like why the Water Twin Angels is such an impactful unit. It's about setting up and creating these avenues of victory. And Light Ivor is probably one of the best units in this game to create those opportunities, whether it's stunning things or setting up those defense breaks for you to follow up and remove units from the field. And what an incredible unit. You can't CC it. You can't stop it, man. And it's gaining so much attack bar, and it just does that job so well, creating those ways of victory.
Yeah, I was like you said, the setups that have been seen in these last previous matches is the reason why they're up in the top 4 and I'm down below in C2, C3, because it's one of those things that you don't really pay all too often. Sure, you can speed tune this and that, whatever, but it's about the setup, making sure that whatever you decide to do, especially if you're taking these single target units and trying to secure a win, hey, taking out that unit, going for the 4v3 early on, it's really nice, really impressive.
Exactly that. And here's your pre-bans, guys. We're getting into our very first match. This is a best of 5 with Sphinx versus Taz. We're getting into it already. The Tian Lang and Sonya are the pre-bans.
Yeah, but definitely was expected to be. Again, Tars taking away that Tian Lang so he can bring in all the units to provide the attack bar. Sphinx, of course, answering back, getting those double speed leads, saying he wants to lock in that turn 1.
Ooh, and I love that Taz is still going to contest with that. We're going to get Chandra and Saga. We have a 24 speed lead on the side of Tars, but we have a 33 and 24 for Sphinx.
Yeah, looking really good right now. Of course, Sphinx taking his time, deciding what he wants to do. 25 seconds to the side. Does he want to keep on pushing the envelope and going for the aggression, or does he want to pivot right now and slow things down? So,
I mean, he could. I do love a good pivot where we pivot into Bruiser and kind of like throw your opponent like off like that. But I don't think Sphinx is going to do that. We have a 24 and a 33, and I think he's still going to take advantage of that. And I think that Zaratu is still good for it, and that Fireback definitely good for these lead skills here.
I'm curious to see if Tars took a look at that first match, seeing the potential Eleanor that he used to kind of counter that Zaratu. Maybe he has one built up, or maybe he's just going to stick on with the aggression like he should.
Well, it looks like Tars is going to be bringing that additional speed lead here, and it's going to be a 33. So Vanessa not locked in just yet, but it is being drafted so far with that Gianna.
Yeah, I do like what I see on Tars' side. After that initial kind of strip of control, we'll have to see what kind of manipulation can be done between Light Ivor and, of course, Chandra with some additional stuns. Sphinx has a couple of course, really strong units in the lineup, and I really am a big fan of this last pick pattern to kind of counteract what we're seeing when it comes to the Gianna.
And I couldn't agree more. It does showcase that you are letting the Gianna through, unless you know the pad is too good and the patter gets banned out, then you have to ban out that Gianna. And the patter does get banned out. The Cigar's going to get banned out on the side of Taz. It's 33 speed leads for both players here.
Yeah, I'm thinking Tars is going to get that first turn. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Let's take a look and see what he got going on. Ooh, it looks like, yes, the Light Eye.
Very tough to be faster than that unit. Yeah. Oh my god, and it lands the stun on the Water Twin Angels.
Yeah, definitely. Without question, one of the crucial components of this match. Complete lockdown with the stuns here. Now it looks like we're going to get a defense break here to try to take out that Bayek as soon as possible, Stoic.
Yep, we should be doing a skill 3 here. No sense in to hug anything. I mean, wow, he's going to hug the Gianna, even though Gianna cycles out of that hug really quickly with the bomb, which is quite interesting. I would have just skill 3 there personally, but hey, Taz is there, and I am not anywhere near where he will ever be.
Right. Sphinx gets a beautiful violent proc here and actually gets a little greedy, going for the Gianna, knowing that Chandra could hit him back and do it, but he didn't stun just yet. Sphinx, of course, going skill 3, trying to get a defense break. He's able to land it, but not enough to take out the Light Ivor store.
Now, almost taking it out, though. So, again, there's not much sustain. The only forms of sustain here is hugging stuff with the Chandra, and, of course, the Vanessa third skill to revive units. But there's 3 huge stuns coming out from these Water Twin Angels, stunning everybody up there. Tars read it. He thought the writing was on the wall just like that. Sphinx is taking a round 1 victory just like that.
Wow, I was not expecting that, but you got to give props to Tars showing the respect by letting the match go and letting Sphinx have it. Mad respect for Tars to do that.
Yeah, I feel like the stuns from the Water Twin Angels is just something he was not prepared for. I think if he had Cigar in his draft, I think Taz would have felt a little bit more comfortable that he had that kind of control there, because I guess Gianna was not enough there to really keep the opponent back there. So it may have been those additional turns that he got coming out of the stuns to really turn things around there, because that big third skill was able to cleanse up his Water Twin Angels, and that kind of led into the stunning of the rest of Taz's team. So, hey, that Fire Bayek, it's a very, very good unit, and that is a unit that I don't have. I know you're missing out on Smicer. I'm missing out on a Fire Bayek myself.
Gotcha. Now, let me ask you this, Stoic. When it comes to that match here, is that a situation to where, even though it looks like writing's on the wall, should he just quit that match, or should he just take a second to kind of think of what he wants to do moving forward?
I'm a big fan of that. So, when it comes to tournament style play, I do think you milk the clock and you try to figure it out. Like, if you realize that, like, what should I do? Maybe I should take my time and go into the next match there. But I do think this was a situation of Taz realizing that the writing was on the wall and there was not much that he could do there. And it kind of relied a lot on that Fire Bayek procking out, cleansing the Water Twin Angels, the Water Twin Angels just shutting it down. And he'd realized that he was going to be losing a unit after that play. So I don't knock him for doing that. I don't think he was in a position where he needs to think about his next match, but you definitely can utilize that time to think about your next match for sure.
Yeah, it does definitely goes to show like how a proc or 2 or 32 procs can change the outcome of a match here. But let's see what happens for this one here. We got the Season 30 Legend Tournament Final Set 2, Tars versus Sphinx. Sphinx is taking the lead here with a pick, Store.
Look at what Taz pre-banned. He knows that his opponent has the Light Ivor, so he puts it in the pre-ban. Sphinx is going to first pick the Water Twin Angels, and Taz is going to take the Light Vampire away from him.
I like it. I like it indeed. Again, a fantastic unit to throw in the mix here. Of course, Cigar going to be doing work as well. Sphinx is taking his time thinking about what he wants to do. Got 10 seconds to lock it in, and we're looking at the Oliver and Zeratu, Stoic.
We are speed contesting, my friend. They are taking these 33s, and they are very worried about this turn one for sure. And I do think Tars wants the Cigar to go through. So I'm curious if Sphinx is, already planning on banning out the Cigar, because I feel like Tars without a Cigar, he's in a really strange situation.
Oh, I think all we got to do is kind of look at the fact that both of these guys are in line with what we're thinking right now, which is let's get this turn one in, let's get it knocked out so we can end this tournament and allow you and myself to go to bed. What do you think about that?
I think that's fantastic. Go Sphinx. Go Sphinx.
Yeah. Well, we love you, Taj. We love you, Sphinx. Turn one. Let's see it. Let's see it.
So Sonya, I do think, is in ban territory right now, which is really good for Taz. If the Sonya is going to be, Sonya is not going to be banned out. We're banning out the 33 speed lead, and Sphinx is going to lose his Water Twin Angel. So we do have turn one going to Sphinx right now. So this is very, very fortunate for Sphinx.
I think that was probably the best ban he could do, but of course Tar still has amazing rolls. He's able to snipe out the Zeratu, making it 4v3 for Tar still.
That was incredible. The Sonya, I knew the Sonya was going to be a threatening unit, but then I just thought Sphinx was going to be taking turn one, but that was a very fast Sonya. We know it's going to be built very, very fast there. And look at this just commanding lead. This is exactly what Taz needed to start looking at. Not what we needed, Childish, to make a nice quick night for us, but Taz getting a great start right now.
You know what, Stoic? It's not about what you need or what I need, but the community needs. What the community needs is a fun match all the way up into the fifth one here. We love to see the back and forth from the players. I couldn't have wrote it a better way.
Yep, I mean, just so much damage going into the Gianna. Gianna should be dropping shortly. We do have a little bit of sustain when we're talking about Escher here, and that's a wonderful resistance there landing for Taz on his Cigar. So that's going to be it for the Gianna. And I don't know if Sphinx has what it takes. So he's able to take out the Sonya, which is very, very good. But let's keep in mind, we're talking about sustain, light vampire. That's very, very tough to handle.
Right. Even if he took out that Sonya, I don't think it still would have been enough. I think that Tars has enough on the playing field to secure this win and move on to set 3.
Yep, and Cigar is one of those units that can really keep back. He's not landing the provokes, but he did get the defense break, and that's a lot of damage coming towards this Oliver here, so he's got to go with second skill. You got to get the glancing out on the field, but it doesn't land on Cigar, and that's where he needed to put it.
Right. Unfortunately, he didn't get a land in it, but again, Sphinx is trying to do work here, trying to get it done, but it looks like he decided to concede. I don't blame him. A 3v2, Towers got damage on his side. And, it's inevitable. It's inevitable.
Yep, damage, sustain, the Cigar. I feel like if Taz can get a Cigar through, he's got a lot of advantage. And I think that really goes to show how strong that unit is. Cigar is a very, very powerful unit. It's part of the trio. When it comes to the trio, I think Cigar is the bigger player there for them to lock in. And Taz is doing wonders with that unit for sure. So he was able to stop his opponent from kind of doing anything. I know towards the end he wasn't landing the provokes, which kept Oliver from doing anything, but that was irrelevant at that point. We had Escher providing sustain, and we had basically the light vampire being volatile in itself there.
Yeah, the volatility of the vampire is second to none. It's an amazing unit. It makes me salty once again that after 10 years of playing this game, I don't have one in my monster box. Come to us, please. Let me get an LD5, please. I would love one.
I think you're due. You're due. I think you just got to do the scribbles thing and just be like, I'm due, but you're due every day. That's
okay.
You just gotta, you know what I mean?
Just say I'm due and we get it.
Channel it.
Yeah, I'll channel it. Maybe I just make a video say, I would really like to get that Dark Gocho, and then pop, it comes. I love it. Yeah, we'll go for it.
Yeah, I think it worked for Sean B just like that.
I think it did work for Sean B. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But let's get back into the mix here. Again, we're on the set 3 for the season 30 Legend Tournament, the finals here, Tars versus Sphinx. We have our original ban, Stoic.
Yeah, there it is. So the light Ivor catching a ban. So that's the one change here. Sphinx didn't ban out. I think Sphinx banned out Cigar in that first match, where Taz banned out the Tian Lang, which is what he's doing right here. I love that take. Taz taking the Water Twin Angels away. But it's so interesting to see the back and forth pre-bans on the Light Ivor.
Yeah, we've been seeing that all night tonight. The give and takes here on these units here. I do like it. It's good to know that they have a ton of runes, because I don't know how these guys do it, being able to rune these units as strong as they do, and just provide a wide kit of units out there to mix it up on these matches here.
Yep. This is so funny to see what's happening right now. And Taz is just taking Sphinx unit. Sphinx is just taking Taz unit. We've got Wind and Bison, who's Cigar on the right side with Sphinx. And he's also taking the 33 speed lead that Taz has been drafting, which is Vanessa.
Yeah, definitely does. His Sphinx is taking his time to think about what he wants to do here. He bringing in the gas Pooh. Interesting pick. But either way, we'll see what happens. There's Zeratu, of course, an amazing damage dealer. Let's see if he can combat the Julian that, of course, Tarz is bringing to him.
Yeah, Gapsu in this Zeratu, reminiscent of Sphinx's match with Killian Ba.
Yep, definitely. Ooh. Interesting last couple of picks here. Something that Sphinx needs to be scared about. He saw that Tarz's Sonya was really fast, did a lot of damage here. Despite the speed lead, only having one on his side, he definitely has to be concerned about that Sonya.
Yep, he definitely has to be concerned about it, indeed. And you know what? Leo's going to be the unit, but I do think Leo catches a ban, and it does catch a ban. Water Twin Angel is going to be banned out here. I'm almost a little surprised that we didn't see an HP lead coming up for Doc. I don't know if that's enough for the Zeratu to survive, but there is a Vanessa here keeping this Zeratu alive.
All right, here we go. Sonya getting the first turn. He's going to secure the snipe. He does get it on the Sphinx. Of course, Vanessa is the follow-through to support. Can we get a defense break here? Oh, that's unfortunate stuff.
That makes me feel like it's a despair will Vanessa hoping for the strip stun going onto the Gianna. Because he knew that skill was going to be happening no matter what. So Gianna is going to be cutting in there and then stunning everybody up. Oh, whoa, Violent Proc almost finishes himself off.
Wow, I cannot believe it. That could definitely turn things around. Getting that Sonya out of there is going to help out Sphinx a ton, Stone.
It is. They're going to be trading units, though. So the Sonya's drops, and then the Zeratu is going to be dropping here. Vanessa still needs to be addressed, because that skill can come back up again. But it looks like Taz is going to be putting his efforts into the Cigar here.
Yeah, I do like what we got left here on Tar's side. Tar's looking really strong. Sustain, great damage, strip control. All he has to do is land those stuns like he's doing right now, and there's nothing that can stop him, Storm.
That's so much damage being applied to the Scar right now. Let's just keep an eye on this Vanessa. Vanessa needs to get the third skill back up. It will be in 2 turns, though.
Yeah, you're getting the Violent. Okay, so it's going to be coming around. But
yeah,
can we
so
take
not
out
a
this?
Vanessa.
Can we take out this Cigar, though, to kind of set back that reset?
Oh, no way.
No.
Oh, he was able to heal it. Nice. Good
Got
for
a little
Sphinx
bit of
here.
There. Sphinx going for the Gianna, doing some good damage right now. Let's get an additional turn, but before she gets stunned there. Cigar, of course, looking to get that reset. Does get it on the Vela Jewel. Looking really good, Stoic.
No, Vanessa's going to be looking for that reset, and of course, skill 1 going right into defense 3. No, going for the revive, and is Zeratu going to be enough to take a unit out here? Looking for stun on top of Gianna, does get it. Is this enough damage, though?
I was generally surprised about it. I feel like that was the right play, but still, knowing the attack bars on Tar's side, Sphinx should have known that he was not going to get a turn with that Zeratu. Was that a misplay, or do you think that was just something he had to do to get it out?
I don't know. It could be a misplay, because I wasn't actually expecting him to revive in that moment either. But then again, like maybe he's running out of time and just had to do the revive to pull the attention away from Cigar, but it didn't matter because Julianne ended up violent procking anyways. Julianne killed the Zeratu, violent proc, and it was just more damage coming towards the Cigar if that's what he was trying to do.
Right. Let's see what Tarz decides to do. I definitely want to see that Vanessa go down. We don't want to see any more revives on Sphinx side, but we'll have to wait and see if this one gets a violent proc here.
Yep, I think Sphinx looking to lock down this Vela Jewel here. We do know the Light Vampire can provide lots of damage, but he has to kill some units here for him to move on. Because I don't know if Light Vampire can get through this gap suit, to be honest.
No, it's going to be a little difficult. It's going to be a little bit. Let's not get it twisted. Light Vampire is a Light Vampire. Okay, Julian can do some work, and that violent proc is exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly that. It's putting in work here. We're going to see some big damage from skill 2 here. Almost doing away with this Gapsu right away. No stuns are going to matter because Julian's going to be healing up. Look at the healing that Julian's able to do, but also think about the attack bar from the Gapsu here.
He has to go skill 2 and get that lucky Valapark to try to get that locked in. Is he going to get the Valapark? No luck there.
And Tar is going to be getting the win here. Round number 3.
Match. I'll tell you what, man. That was a good match. A little back and forth. That's what we like to see. Looking really good there. The question is now, Stoic, I'm going to put it up to you because everybody that's watching it right now knows that you are the smart one, okay, when it comes to analyzing these matches post. So you tell the viewers here what kind of adjustments need to be made for Sphinx to come back into this match.
So I feel like Gapsu is definitely a fine unit. You know, I'm not going to mark him at all for like taking a unit like that. What do I want to see there? I feel like I'm thinking of, because we had a bit of a long match here, so it really kind of got to drag out there. But what we did see was a lot of additional turns coming out of that Julian, and Julian really pummeled that damage in there. And there was not too much that Sphinx could really do when Julian provides that much damage and brings, and just happen to get that many violent procs at the same time. But let's put ourselves in Sphinx's shoes. I think Smicer may have been a pretty good unit to bring to the table where the match is going a little bit longer. Smicer's pushing back lots of attack bar, planting bombs, and really trying to disrupt some team there. So maybe not a Gapsu for Sphinx, but at the same time, we had some pretty good moments where Gapsu healed up and clutched up with his passive to bring units back to life. So maybe less violence from a Julian, so it was just a little unfortunate there for Sphinx.
Right. Where's the seal runes, right? We've seen it in the previous matches.
Seal,
maybe that will be the key to unlocking the win there, stopping those violent procs.
Maybe, because I am a big fan of Smicer when a match goes long. Because when a match goes long, there's a lot of opportunity for Smicer to turn things around. Because any violent proc is going to result in silences and attack bar reduction, ruining turn orders, and all sorts of things. So maybe Smicer could have helped in a situation like that, or maybe Julianne could have just chilled on the violence.
Let's see what happens here. So Sphinx, of course, getting that first turn, locking in the Water Twins. Tar's answering back with the Julian, and it's a card. Now Sphinx taking his time still to figure out what he wants to do. Is this going to be kind of a remake of the previous match, or will this be something different?
Yeah, maybe. I do like this Julian in the hands of Taz. He's using it very, very well. Sphinx, we are having a repeat match right now when it comes to Sphinx's side, though, with Water Twin Angels, Oliver, and Fire Bayek. And honestly, Vanessa into the Escher, we've seen this already from Taz before.
Yeah, and Tars, again, is super, super fast. A very aggressive composition here, and did work there, if I recall so correctly here. Let's see what Sphinx decided to do. Once again, bringing in the Gapsu and Villagewell. Stoic, do you like these two last picks?
I mean, Gapsu's fine when we're talking about just this Escher on the field, but there's not a ton of I mean, we have sustain when it comes to the Light Vampire's first skill, and Gapsu was still a very tanky, tough to deal with unit, so Gapsu is technically fine here. But now that Gianna's going to be the last pick, I feel like your Villagewell's not looking so hot, so are we banning out the Gianna?
Yeah, possibly so, yeah. We'll have to see what he decides to do. They got some time to think about it here. 30 seconds in total. I can't wait to see what they decide to ban, Stoic.
Yeah, because if we get that 33 speed lead, or maybe even that 24 speed lead, 33 speed lead, if we're banning out Vanessa, 33 into Water Twin Angels, there's a world that the Water Twin Angels can outspeed this Escher. And the 33 does get banned. We do not see this outspeeding Escher.
I'll tell you what, I wanted to jump the gun and say that Light Julianne was going to get banned there because of what Sphinx has kind of laid out, and I'm glad to see they did it. I think that's really gonna make the change as far as getting the win here. I really do feel like Sphinx did a really good ban there. Let's see if it gives him the win here.
Yeah, so he's boosting up his team, but right away Gapsu will be cutting here, looking for the strip and try to stop this Gianna from doing some terrible things to him. But we do have bomb available, and it can only land on the Gapsu with the third skill to stun everybody up here.
I feel like there's going to be a focus on that villager to try to get a reset. Let's see what Tar decides to do. He does go for it, then lands it. Some good provokes there. Looking really good for Tars.
Exactly. Whew, look at that crazy additional damage coming out of that Escher. So much damage going into the defense break on that Fire Bayek, but all the attention right now going into Bayek, and nice additional turns. I think that is enough damage for Gianna to drop that unit.
Yeah. Tars is sitting really good right now. 4v3, of course, with that reset. Villager, not too much Sphinx can do. Tars getting an extra bomb on the Gapsu and trying to lock that one down here next turn.
Yep, looking for the provoke as well. A little bit of damage going out here. We have third skill. He can actually reset the water tornadoes because he already reset the villager. That's crazy that he already got that skill up on Saga.
Yeah, he's moving through those attack pros like crazy. Looks like Sphinx has mixed it up and now working on that Gianna once again. Looks like Tars is answering back. It does get the kill on the Water Twins. We're sitting here 4v2. Stoke, what do you think about the match thus far?
Yeah, I think Taz is sitting real pretty right now, and it's the Cigar is, like I said, I think Tars with Cigar, he feels super comfortable. It's the unit that's going to keep him alive. It's going to be the unit that provides all the work and, you know, really handles his opponent. And I think that's something that Sphinx is potentially even pre-banning as we go into the next match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, will there be a match there? That is the best of 5. I think that is the winning match there for him to secure the finals and the champion, right? That was 3 matches to 1. Tars is our season 30 Legend Tournament champion.
Talk about 5 a.m., guys. I totally missed that was the third round victory for Tars. Well done, Tars, and beating Sphinx there. Holy cow, it is late.
Yes, it is definitely late. And what better way than to start off our night with a BLT? I tell you what, I'm ready for that BLT right now. I want to see it. But no, let's take a quick second to give Tars some love here. Tars obviously worked his butt off to get to where he was in that top 4. And again, really showed just how strong he is. A former SWC champion, definitely didn't hold anything back here, Stoic. He deserved the win.
Yep, he really did. I mean, Tars is a fantastic player. He worked very, very hard to get there. We even see him leap in the rankings as well. He went from sitting around, I think, 4th and jumped right up to that 2nd place as well. So great on Tars. He's an incredible competitor. He's a SWC champion as well. So very well deserved to get in there. I think the bans played a heavy part for him. I love that they were going back and forth with the Ivor, but again, I feel like the all-star unit for Taz just was Cigar.
Yeah, Cigar definitely did his work here. He got his strips, he got his resets. The provokes were in there, and like I said, once we got into the match here, regardless of how it went back and forth, I feel like Tars had really good control and really knew what he was looking to do every single step of the way.
Yep. Look at the times that he was able to take that Sonya in there. I felt like every time he drafted Sonya, it was an impactful unit. It did the work that he needed to do. And same thing with that Light Vampire. We had some matches where Light Vampire really just brought in and showed everybody that, hey, I'm on violent and put in some insane work here. But honestly, just you gotta give Tars the credit here. He brought in volatile units. They did volatile things, and he got his victories.
Yeah, he did. He did exactly what a professional drafter should do. He put Sphinx in a situation to where he said, hey, you know what? You can ban this, or you can get rid of that, but you're still going to have to deal with the Julian, with the Sonya, whatever the case may be. He made it really, really difficult for Sphinx to get out of that turn 1, like, demolishes.
Yep, exactly. I mean, oh, dude, this was the match that I thought Sphinx was going to lock it down there, but look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Julianne just being so insane and just... I'm going to use the word volatile again with the violence that Julian's able to put in there. So it's crazy.
Yeah, there it is. Once again, that's Cigar doing work and getting that lock in that particular match here. And I feel like literally right when that happened, it was really, really hard for Sphinx to come back.
Oh, man, the early removal of the fire bike exactly was that. It's so tough to come back from that. Look at this. This is the moment where I was still not realizing that Tars was up 2 games and got his 3rd victory. And just I was like, I was so into it that I'm ready for game 6, guys. And that was game 4 right there. And Taz getting the 3-2-1 victory.
It's all good. I got your back. I've been watching you for the last 5 years now. I know what it means to support your fellow commentator, and I'm happy that I was able to catch one thing out of the night to keep us right back in check there. I'll tell you what.
Keep this afloat. So there's your champion, guys. Season 30. I can't believe we're saying that. Season 30 of RTA, of Summoners War RTA. We're all the way out here. Taz is going to be our champion here. And for those who did not know, yeah, there's going to be another coupon. So stay tuned. We don't see it yet, but I did hear that there will be another coupon tonight.
Yeah, there definitely will be another coupon tonight. I'm excited to see what it is. Hopefully, it is an LD pack. We're LD scroll. 'Cause again, we're looking for that unit. You guys heard it here first, okay? I need that Julian. I need that Light Ivor. I need everything that Tars had. That's what I want. That's what I want right now. What about you, Stoic? What do you want?
I mean, I'll take anything. I have such a great kit of LD Nat 5s. It's really tough for me to sit here and be like, hey, give me more. But you know what? This is Summoner's War, and we're greedy. We want as much as we can get our hands onto. So honestly, I'll take whatever I can get my hands onto. So I'll appreciate any new LD Nat 5s. But it's been an incredible tournament today.
It has been an incredible tournament. I just wanted to take a quick second. You were talking about getting your hands on. Have you checked out the Comptoir store as of recent? They got some new merch going on there. They just dropped here. I think it was September 27th, 7 p.m. It's up there. I got the chance to see that Rakan, the chess set. Did you get a chance to see all those?
I did. I got to see the chess set. It is a very, very nice set for a game that I do like to play a lot. I don't call myself an avid chess player, but it'll feel a little bit better with our Summoner's War characters, and I can really jump on that white team and have my Ada as my king, you know?
Speaking of Arda, maybe you guys can get one right now by trying to take this code right below and then putting it in and taking those 5 mystical scrolls, turning them into LD scrolls, and pulling your Ada right now. I hope it happens there. Maybe it'll switch. Maybe it'll switch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I believe that is see you at something cup. See you at America's Cup. Nailed it. Look at that. Talking about 5 a.m. I still got that one.
Speaking of which, guys, go ahead.
Go on. Oh, well, I was just going to say, we're like saying the exact same thing right now. We're repeating each other. But Childers, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a blast. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care, and it's been a wonderful Legend tournament.